Hey guys, this is Jay and I'm back with another YouTube video, and today I'm basically going to show you one of my quarantine hobbies. If you follow me on Instagram, of course you know that I've been doing a lot of new makeup looks that I never really did before, so I decided like, hey, let me just take y'all through a day of me trying something new. I did not know what I was doing. I'll show y'all my inspo later on in the video, but nevertheless, I did not know what I was doing. I took a leap of faith, and as you can see, it looks pretty good, so stay tuned. Bye. Alright, hi guys, it's Jay, and you already seen the intro. So basically, I've already prepped and primed my face. I used my Mario Badescu spray first, and then I went in with my hangover primer, and now you can see that my eyebrows look a hot mess. Like, these need to be done or something, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my mirror right here while I go do my eyebrows. So anyways, like, I recently changed up how I do my eyebrows. So I've seen it like different ways done, of course, like on TikTok and YouTube and things like that. So my new favorite thing to do is use the same edge control I use on my edges and put it on my eyebrows. I don't know why, but like, I like the feeling of it way better. You end up not even using any type of brow gel or anything because it holds your eyebrows down. I basically like brush them all the way up. Now if my eyebrows will grow all the way in like it's supposed to, like, it would be so simple, because like the person I got this from, like, she just uses her edge control and she just brushes them up, and her eyebrows are like already like all the way not really sparse, so she just brushes them up like this to kind of flatten them and then just shapes them like so, and it looks really good. But as you can see, I need to fill in, so I kind of, you know, brush them up, and then I go over the top and like even it all up. Okay, so that part is done. So now I'm gonna go with my favorite thing ever, my brow pomade from Anastasia, and I'm just gonna go do my brows.
So my brows not too this part because everybody knows this is the hardest part of your face. So I'll speed this part up and then I'll come back to talk when I'm starting my eye look.
Alright, so I'm back and I've done my eyebrows. Really like them. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyebrows. I'm just gonna prime my eyebrows with some concealer because if you saw the inspo that I'm going for, you know, I don't really need, I'm not using bright colors, so I don't need as light as a base. So I'm just gonna use my Too Faced concealer. And I'm gonna especially, like, you know, pat this out on my lid like so, just to cover everything up pretty much make my lid all one color. I'm gonna go back in with a little more to pat out on both lids. Okay, so now since I patted it out on both lids, I'm just basically cleaning up it, making sure that it's patted out and my entire lid is covered. And then I'm gonna go in with more precision right under the brow to clean up everything. Okay, so I cleaned up the eye. I'm just making sure that everything is blended out on my eyes. Just a little more. Just like the views, you know, my backhand is like where I put everything. So making sure everything is blended out, and I believe that it is. So I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced powder. I think it's in the same. No, it's not, but it's close enough. But my Too Faced powder, and just set my lids like so with that powder. Okay, so my lids at this point are set. So now it's time to go in with a little eyeshadow. So in the picture, it just looked, it really just looked pretty plain per se, and just a little shimmer over the brown that looked really close to our skin color. So I'm going to use the James Charles palette pretty much. I'm warming up my crease with this mauvish reddish color just to like warm up my eyes first before I go in with a deeper reddish color. I just feel like that just accents everything a little bit better. And I take the deepish reddish brownish color and I work it on my entire lid. So very simple, as you can see. So at this point, I'm going with my other brush, and I'm just going to blend it all out to make sure that it's like really seamless at that point. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that back. Okay. Just to make sure that it's all really seamless. Alright, so to me it looks pretty put together, and I'm just gonna go in with the darker brown color and just go in my crease just to deepen it a bit. And I'm doing that on the same thing on both sides. Going back in with my blending brush just to make sure that everything is cohesive. Okay. I think everything is pretty much put together at that point. So now I'm just gonna use a shimmer, and I've decided to go with this goldish color, and I'm just gonna go all over my lid with this because it looked, this is what I was seeing pretty much, was this. So I'm just gonna go over my lid with the goldish color. Sort of kind of like doing a quick little cut crease, but I'm not not, you know, a clean one per se, just like a very natural one, because of course I don't want my whole eye to be all gold, but what I want for the most part. Okay, so I think with that step, I think I have completed like the base part of what I saw in the picture. But now it's time for the jewels. So it looked like she used like a lightish green one, and it was giving me jade vibes. I'm starting to like jade. So I thought that's why I really liked it, and I'm not going to change the color of it at all. So I'm just going to like slide it out some. Okay, so as you can see, you have a sheet of these, all colors you can imagine. And she kind of had it going over, kind of like a cat wing in a sense. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah, so I'm going to start using some clear lash glue. And this is really the first time I'm ever putting jewels on my lid per se. So this is new for me. So I'm going to put my lash glue on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to move everything else out the way per se. Put that down here. Stuff I'm not using anymore. Okay. And I want to start by outlining my dots. And I'm going to start with the wing part first. I feel like that would be okay. So those are my 3 dots. It was 3, and then it went across. So I'm going to use this paper that came with it to dry it down till it's like a little clear before I start applying them. I'm trying to decide also what size gem I want to use. I'm probably going to go with the smallest because I already have small eyes, so that's the smartest. So I'm going to go grab I have one. I think I'm just going to try to do it with my hands because the tweezers are just hard for me to use overall. And these already have adhesive on them. So, yeah. Okay, so, right. Dropped one already. Woot, woot. Okay. So I kind of have it by my nails. Okay. And I have one right here. I'm going to the second one. Okay, I'm doing great, as you can tell. Great, dropped another one. And I think I might actually stop at 2 because my eyes aren't that big, so I'm just gonna do 2 instead of 3. And then I'm gonna start putting them So basically I didn't know what I was really doing. So this wasn't a tutorial, so I'm just gonna speed it up and speed up this process because it took me like 20 minutes to get them all up there. And I know nobody wants to be sitting there watching that, so this is just me speeding up doing it because this was something new and I didn't want to tell y'all something, give y'all tips or something I didn't want to do, so just watch. So now I'm finally done with doing all the jewels, and now I'm just going to go ahead and put my lashes on or no, I'll do that last. So now, of course, my face is already prepped and primed and whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and put my whole face makeup on. So, of course, I'm going to use my favorite thing ever, my Fenty foundation hydrating formula. So, time to get to work. Face foundation is like the most satisfying part, like, honestly. Alright, so my face is like the most satisfying part of doing your face. And honestly, I just want to say, like, Rihanna's really doing it for us, and everybody keep on asking her for an album needs to shut up, because she's giving us grade A makeup, and I think that's enough. Like, it's enough. Thank you, my queen. Because the finish of this bad boy, oh, I love this so much. Like before, you know, I got the mattifying one, and when I didn't like it. It dried my face out. But then I got this one, and baby, heaven in a little bottle. I love the finish, and just perfect for me. And even though I know some people be like afraid of using stuff like this because like, oh, they skin, blah 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 blah. But it's like, baby girl, you're missing out. And also, I think my eyes, I mean, might not be 100% symmetrical, but I feel like this is the best that we're gonna get. But it's still cute to me, so whatevs. It's giving me like the fairy emoji vibes, to be honest. Maybe I'm a fairy. Okay. Alright, so now it's time for me to go ahead and get into my concealer regimen. So, yes, I kind of switched up how I do my concealer now. I use 2 different ones right now. My Too Faced, of course, is a nice goodie. Lover. But I recently got the e.l.f. camo one, and it is pretty good. So I like to make sure. I also got this from Jackie, my queen, also, to kind of let this dry down a bit. And then I like to go over top in the points where I want it to be really, really bright, and my e.l.f. just really in the corners. I'm gonna throw my lip and like a dot on my nose. Dry that down a bit. And then I will go ahead and blend it all out. So. And I just feel like it gives me a brighter highlight without being too scary, because I feel like it just using that alone, like I will only use it if I'm using one of my darker foundations that I know is too dark for me to make it work. But otherwise, like, I don't know if I want my highlight to be that flashy, because I like subtle flawless face or whatever. And I feel like that light of a concealer under my eye may be just doing a wee bit too much. Like, right under it, I feel like it'd be fine. Especially, you know, I know I'm not getting no sleep. Just use that. But for me to put it all the way down here, no. That would be a bit much. Okay. So, I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush. You know, I don't like lines. So I just like to make sure that there's no lines. And just cleaning up all of that. And I'm just going to go with my favorite powder, the Fenty powder. And I'm going to just go under my eyes and kind of let that set a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna bake for a bit. Contour. I've always like, do I want to contour? Do I don't? And I'm feeling like today may be like a no type of day. Yeah, I'm not really feeling contour. So right now, while I'm baking, I'm just going to go ahead and just put my lashes on real quick. While I'm baking, so just kind of like to clean up old lash glue off if I have any old lash glue. And everybody will be like, why do you use hair glue? We all know that hair glue is better than anything else on the market. You can just cut the cap, honestly, at this point. So, but I actually made the mistake. I got the one that said that it's for eyelash glue, but it's like around where everything else, like the hair glue be. And baby, tell me why this was $3. $3. I'm like, baby, I could have got the jumbo kind, the big bottle for $2. But nevertheless, it works exactly the same. But like, whoever's listening and you're like a scientist or you want to invent something, like make hair glue but make it clear. Like, I promise you, you would make so much money. Like, I would spend so much money. I wish someone could make the clear glue, but it's the same formula as that. I don't know if it's possible because of the ingredients, but that would be like so clutch because like everybody knows that this lasts the best. It lasts the best. And don't pull out my lashes. I feel like my lashes get longer when I use this glue. And it's so versatile. Like if you mess up with this glue, it's so easy to clean it up. Okay, so like my entire lash is on at this point. It's gonna let it dry and then I'll clean up towards the end. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other lash. But yeah, I just need somebody to invent that for me because look, this glue is straight and it's clear. And I mean, I would use that when I don't want to mess up. I'm gonna do my eye looks, but like it takes so long to dry, and then it just don't even hold as long. Like I would never use like, I think I used this for prom. My lashes was coming off. I had to like fix it, but with this, I know it's not gonna come off. It's not going anywhere unless like I really like yanking or pulling it, but otherwise it's like so clutch. Okay, so my lashes have been applied. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like do this part to make sure it dries, and then I'm gonna go back in, clean it up. Probably using a Q-tip just to rub off the additional stuff and add some more of my gold pigment on top just to keep my look like how it was. So now I'm just gonna finish up my face. Like my face takes like no time whatsoever. This the excess powder. Okay, so that's all taken care of. So now at this point, I'm gonna go in with my, once again, my fave. Like, I have so much of this, like, but I want more. Like, I want all the lipsticks. Well, I don't even wear lipstick like that, but like the brown lipsticks, yeah. May have put too much, but it is what it is. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna set my entire face using my Born This Way powder. Okay. Alright. So I'm just going in real quick and cleaning everything up, and then I'll be back for the finishing touches, my lips and spraying everything. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and spray my entire face with my Mara Badesco spray. And then I forgot my highlighter, so I'm just going to use a shimmer out of the James Charles palette. And I'm just going to use this gold color right here. And just very lightly, because a lot of the stuff in the James Charles is very pigmented, so you don't want it to be too much. So basically using my finger, and then I will go back in and blend it out. So and I'm just gonna use my fan brush to blend it out as if I used that. Okay, so that looks fine. I'm just gonna go in with my oldie but goodie eyeliner pencil and just line my lips and do my regular lip gloss. Very simple. If you don't know how to do this, like, you're lame. I don't know what other way to put this, but this is literally like the best way. Like, regular wearing your lip gloss and never doing this, it's not it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my lip gloss on. Okay. Alright, so I can take off this scarf now, I guess. See how these edges is looking. Okay. Alright, so this is the final product. So if you stayed this long, you're my dog. I just want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm on YouTube and check my channel out. I mean, we gotta stay sane during this quarantine, so why not just watch my videos? But thank you. Bye.